Welcome viewers to Stories from the Blog, a podcast about the everyday efforts shaping a greener and stronger Meghalaya. We bring to you stories of growing forests, creating livelihoods, and facing challenges together. Brought to you by the community-based forest management and livelihood improvement in Meghalaya, the MegLIFE project, financed by JICA and implemented by the Meghalaya Basin Development Authority. Sometimes a few days away from home can change the way you see the future. For Benjamin Darnei, that moment came during an exposure visit to Assam. As the Village Community Facilitator and the Secretary of the Saipung Integrated Village Cooperative Society, he returned with fresh ideas to strengthen livelihoods and build opportunities for his community. This is his story. So, thank you both so much for joining us on our podcast, Stories from the Block. So, I have a few questions with regards to, the exposure visit that you had earlier this year in Assam.
Yes.
So, my question to you, Benjamin, is before the exposure visit, what was your plan for the IVCS and the community projects in Saipung?
During the lockdown, I went back to the Saipung and stayed there for a year.
A long time, actually.
A long time.
Yeah.
So I started learning and realizing how lucky I am from Saipung,
Gotcha.
that I can give a little to the community.
Yes.
So yeah.
What did you study in Shillong?
Shillong, I study commerce, and then of course I wasn't that good student. But deep inside, I always feel that I'll do something for the community.
Yes.
As Mahatma Gandhi story inspired us, that he was like an Englishman, act like an Englishman. But then lastly he returned to our
To India.
Yeah, to India, and then become the father of the
Nation.
So
So you want to become the father of Saipung?
No, it's not that. But then I want to give something to
Something back.
Yeah. So, but then since then, I don't know what to do and what will be my effort to the community. And then this community, Darbar Village Committee has elected me for this VCF from this project. Since I wasn't the first one of the IVCS, I mean VCF, and I have no training on anything, so I just joined. But then I learned especially from the help that I get from BPMU, and then from the district as well.
Yes.
So I adapt quickly of the knowledge, especially that is regards on this bookkeeping and then maintaining of the.
So that must have come easy for you because you're from a commerce background.
Yeah, a little bit we can
Yes.
say. And then after that we have a meeting of this for the IVCS also.
Yes.
And then I was selected again. Then I said, why not others? But they have hope on me, believe on me that I can do better for the society.
Yeah.
And that is the time that I realized of myself, yes, this will be the time for me that I will
give back.
to give something good to the community. Yeah, we know that we learn a lot of this environment, this pollution in the school.
Yes.
Especially when you go to our side, is Jaintia side, what we see is that all polluted areas.
Yes.
So I started realizing that this will be my chance, that I can give little effort to the environment as well. So we can say that is the time of my turning point to the to my life. Yeah, since we have a little knowledge in the village, since most of the community are on a backward.
Yes.
So what we plan for our IVCS is that we will have this broom cultivation and all.
Okay.
But then after exposure tip, then I come to learn that broom is not that so good for the
soil.
For the soil.
Yes.
So instead of that, we can I get knowledge and idea from that exposure that I can do more than we can do more than that.
Okay. And
As
what was
for
that?
for like mushroom cultivation,
Yes.
and then paper cultivation, like
What is that?
chilies, king chilies and all. And then I find very interesting in while visiting to the Assam is that they have work with this Selco, and then I can see the help that they get from Selco, like solar energies, and some of the machine that is run by the solar battery, that we couldn't still do that. If the person in future has
Yes.
collaborate with Selco, we can still go with that
Yes.
also.
Yes.
And then after returning from that trip, I encourage my community that we have do more better to that, and plan more better, which will be good for the environment as well as to benefit the villagers, we can say. And then of course we haven't cultivate this the modern technique of this mushroom cultivation, but then
Yes.
we do with the primitive one still now.
So, I believe this exposure is sort of like an eye opener
Yes,
to
yes,
you
yes.
and the team that
Yes,
went
to the
with you.
yeah.
Learning so much from other states, I think is something beneficial not just for you but for your
For the
communities.
community as
You
well.
might have gotten ideas from the visit, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
So, after the exposure, has there been a brainstorming session that you and your team, have had together as a team
Yes.
in order to promote the livelihood of the Saipung community?
Yeah. The technique that they use, we haven't adapt yet, but then still we see for the another opportunity, like bamboo cultivation, and then piggeries, poultries and all. So right now, since we are on that initial stage of this IVCS also,
Yes.
we haven't started with a big income.
Yes.
So we are focusing on the shares, and then to get the members,
Yes.
and then
onboarded.
to understand the community, what will be the benefits that we can get from this IVCS. That's all we are doing right now.
So I believe, as you mentioned earlier, you play a dual role in the project.
Yes.
One is you are a VCF,
VCF.
and the other is you are
Secretary.
a secretary. Which role do you enjoy playing the most?
Okay. Nothing that I will say I didn't like this and I didn't like that, since it is a work for me as well as for the community. I cannot choose this one is better and the other one is better. Instead, that give us an inspired to us to work more. Yeah, we do face sometimes a lot of difficulties while giving us the project give us a particular date and times for the project. Since IVCS, we know that we can get more benefits and generate incomes for the
Yes.
community, for the rural area. So I have a responsibility. I myself used to say that I have a responsibility to take both of this role to achieve the goal, the shared goal with the project.
Okay. So, how can your IVCS use what you've learned during the exposure visit, to create new opportunities for the communities of Saipung?
Okay. Since right now we are on that initial stage, we haven't adopt the technique, but
Okay.
we have decided that we will be adapting on the future of their ideas and knowledge that I have learned from them. I have discussed with with the members, with the community as well. And right now we are focusing on the piggeries and other business, small scale. So right now we haven't adapt.
So, looking ahead,
Okay.
what is your vision, long-term vision for
okay.
Saipung, and the role of the IVCS? What will it be playing? For for you to achieve these
Okay,
long-term
okay.
goals.
See, before this MegLIFE project begins, what I have seen a lots of change, not especially this IVCS as well as this VPIC MegLIFE. Before that, we doesn't care much of the environment, let's say. But people now realizing that we have to care, we have to love the nature.
Yes.
This nature, by loving nature, we get more healthier,
Yes.
more fresh air,
Yes.
and more food.
Exactly. This
So-
is what Mr. Darnei also in
Oh,
our previous
yes,
episode
yes.
said.
SW
Yes,
Darnei.
he said the same thing of the ecological balance
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
we need.
By this IVCS, this rotation, circulating the monies within the area itself, that will be helping the community.
Of course. So, Benjamin,
Yes.
do you think that our youth, or the
Okay.
communities for that matter,
Yes.
need such exposure visits to learn from other states or other communities to get a better understanding of what we're doing?
Of course, that we need, or community or people need to get that ideas, knowledge from others, from other state, from other parts of the India as well. That we can be to be adapt and use to our states. And also this through IVCS, especially youth and women's, they have chance to give voice to the community.
What makes you say that?
Since on decision making, so they give their opinion, they share their opinion, how they like, what work to do,
Yes.
and if this can be done. So I think it is a very good.
So we do know that there's a lot of our unemployed youths,
Yes.
let's say, in our state. But then we do have opportunities like IVCS, SHGs, start our own small business setups. We have viewers listening, and you're a role model for Saipung as a whole. So do you have any message that you would want to portray, or a message that you'd want others to hear and listen?
See, at first we have to love our states.
Yes.
We have to love our states and give our best to our states and to the community, so that we can achieve the goals and to get more ideas, knowledge, and to develop the state community as a whole. Together we achieve the shared goals that we have.
So honestly, it inspires me and the team as a whole. We've been filming this podcast for almost a
Yes.
month and a half now. We've had at least 3 of our guests from Saipung. One is Mr. Darnei, and the other one is Mama Gregorius Dhar, who's a forester, who even won the Best Forester Award, and Mr. Darnei himself with a lot of accomplishments and his advocacy for the environment. And now we have you, a youth who's leading in the forefront. So we are very appreciative from the project's point of view and the podcast as well for the work that you do in your communities, especially the fact that you emphasized on bringing back and giving back to the community. So we from the podcast Stories from the Block would like to thank you and your team for the efforts that you've put into the project, and we do hope that you do get more opportunities for exposure visits to learn, relearn, unlearn about other things, especially for the project. So we would like to thank you for your time and for sharing your story with us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.